It is 6:15 and I'm just waiting for my running partner to show up. Here she comes. So we can do a run. Look at the sky this morning. It's gonna be a beautiful one. Yeah, I hope your day is off to a great start. I will see you soon. Bye. We had a solid run this morning, pretty solid. It was only like 3.5 miles and we walked a little bit just because we both felt like we're getting a little sick. I think I lied to you. It was not that solid a run. We went on a run. It rained a little. The sunrise was beautiful. That's the good stuff. Everything else was a lie and I'm sorry. I'm gonna go up to the horse show, hopefully, and see my friends right after school. So yeah, it should be a good one. I will see you more from the car. Good morning again. I am headed to work and I'm looking forward to the day. This is the day when I typically show YouTube videos of spray painting techniques. Kind of based on class interest, it really affects where we go. So it might be space painting or flame painting or cityscapes or blends, or it should be a fun day at school. I was thinking about a couple of things this morning. I was imagining putting a scroll on one of these videos of just like a sort of a thank you to all the people that have helped me. And I was running through my head thinking of all the names of all the people who've helped me get to this point, who have helped me be okay. It would be long. You know, it'd sort of be like film credits, like thank you for this and this and this. I don't know if people will actually watch this, but if you're one of the people that's been in touch with me or contacted me during the breakup, or at least, I think it's 7 months today. If you've been in touch with me, you have helped me, and I will never forget it, and I will always be grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think about it all of the time, and I'm touched by how kind so many people have been to me. Like that sense of indebtedness, it's impossible to repay individually, but in terms of energy and positivity, I've learned so much from the kindness of others that I'll pay forward to people for the rest of my life. Just having a sense of what I needed and what was helpful to me gives me a way clearer sense of how to be kind to others when they're hurting, when they're in need. You know, maybe when they can't put words to what's wrong, but they just need somebody to reach out. They need somebody else to do the heavy lifting for a little while and just be good to them, because it feels like the universe has been bad to them. I get it. And I think what I've taken to heart is the sense of reaching out or doing kindness without fear. What I've heard from so many people is, I wanted to call, I wanted to get together, I didn't know what to say, I didn't want to make it awkward. And I would say to you, don't let that stop you. Just reach out, just do something. You know, if somebody's going through something painful, whether it's illness, whether it's a breakup, pain is pain. And I don't think a lot of people want to be alone in pain. Maybe some people do, but not me. And it's very isolating. It's a very lonely time. We've talked about this before, but calling more than you think you should and reaching out and just doing kind things. Like, honestly, bringing somebody food was one of the most miraculous kindnesses we received. This was when she broke her leg, but it was just, somebody just brought over something they made that was frozen and was like, hey, some night when you don't want to cook, just turn the oven on, put this in for 45 minutes and you will have food. And it was like, thank you. Like, amazing. Like, I don't know why that touched me so, but it did. Because they didn't ask, like, oh, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? Blah, blah. Like, it was just like, here is food. Some night when you are hungry and don't care what you eat, just make this. This is food for you. That was amazing. And I was thinking this morning about her watching these videos. And I don't think she will, because she doesn't like me. Except she might, because she might be afraid that I'll say something revealing about her. And my intention really isn't or hasn't been to disparage her. It's just to tell my story. My story is the result of her actions, but this is what it's been like from my perspective. This is what it's been like for me to go through this thing. I had a more profound thought on that, but honestly, I've lost it in the past couple minutes because I've been distracted by the sky. Thanks for hanging out through this. I will see you more later. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. today is done. It was a great day. It was a productive day, and we just did a lot of work, and people are starting to get their skateboards done in earnest. Tomorrow we'll start with some spray painting tutorials. It was just a lot of fun. Like, I love days where we can just work and be creative. Some of the freshmen, definitely a little bit wild, but that's what freshmen are. Like, they're just a different breed. Things are happening, things are coming along. It's good. I know my barn friends are showing today, and I probably won't get to see them show, and it's a bummer, but you know, I just can't make it. I just can't. So I'm headed north though, because I'm gonna go to the barn, and if I can get a lesson, that'll be cool, and if I can't, I'll go over to the show and see who I can see ride. Yeah, not a whole lot of time spent thinking about, you know, my other life today. I guess that's progress. It's a little strange. You know, last night watching that show, which was a show that she and I had watched 2 seasons of and really enjoyed and loved, it felt like a sign to watch it by myself and enjoy it. And, you know, it was sad that we were not watching it together and laughing together. It's a weird thing to put words to. I was sad about a situation that isn't and can't be, more so than the fact that we're broken up. Like, that's just a given at this point, I think. And I'm not gonna say I'm over it, I'm not gonna say I'm done, but more often my brain is like, yeah, that's done. That's not ever gonna come back. She gone. And you know, maybe it's been the passage of time. 7 months today. Yeah, 7 months ago today she came back from Amsterdam. God, we've been doing this for a while, huh? Yeah, heartbreak is just a long, crappy process. There is no easy fix. There's no way around. We met 2 couples in Chile last year. 2 couples that we really liked. I follow them on Instagram. And those are things that make me sad, because they were at the time kind of similar to us, and like they're still together and kind of newlywed, and they go on trips and look so happy together. And those are the things, those are the times, like, it reminds you how much this sucks, because they're enjoying each other's company and doing fun things. And I still don't understand the breakup. You know, we always enjoyed each other's company. We were always fun. So she had feelings for somebody else, but we still had a good time together, you know? So is it just a product of her brain where she couldn't love 2 people or couldn't have feelings for 2 people? So it was either a him or me thing, so she chose him and she just killed me. And I'm not saying I wanted a poly relationship. It doesn't really work for me, but it wasn't even brought up as an idea, you know, which makes me feel like she went from loving me to hating me. And I mean, it does feel very much like that now, because the separating and divorcing process has been adversarial and contentious. And I just bit the bullet today, and I ordered the dresser and ordered the desk. That was a bit of cash, but I'll dip into savings for that. And then I'm done. Then there's nothing else I need to buy for my house. I have all the art I need. I have pretty much all the dishware I need. We're good. That sense of being good, like, that'll be nice to be like, this is my home. I have everything I need. So I've heard from all my barn friends that I don't think any of them are going to be there. One's in the show, one's going to be at the show watching the other one, and the other one doesn't usually ride on Thursdays with us. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have a solo lesson, which is, here's what's funny. It's what it used to be for me every time. Like, I would take lessons on Wednesdays, and it would be just me, and I had a lot of focus, and it was super. In the past couple months, I guess, I've gotten into this group lesson, and it's a whole different thing. Like, it's fun and social. And I'm gonna have this lesson today that I think is just me, which will be awesome, except I'm a little sad. I'm a little like, oh, I feel a little left behind. God, the brain is so funny, isn't it? How the comfort I now feel being in a lesson with people and sharing time and space, I'll miss that. Like, I'm so sentimental, I guess. Hello, handsome. Oh, hi. Who wants dinner? Well, good day. I had a lovely little lesson. Actually, that's a lie. Maybe I'll just start this over. Well, good day. I got on Vinny today, and he felt funny. So I didn't really have a lesson. I just kind of walked him around and trotted him a little, and turns out his right heel was sort of hurting. So this is me vlogging while driving a golf cart. That's a first. I'm going to pick up my barn friends so they can go back and move their stuff out. Oh man, the sunset's gonna be good. And now I'm doing errands over here. This is annoying because I really just want to be flying the drone and getting good shots. But yeah. First for safety. Safety first.
All night love!
Oh my god.
Alright, no raise my mind, no raise all these lines.
Where is In-N-Out?
You don't go to the first.
So let me tell you a secret. I had a really, really fun afternoon. It was unexpectedly fun. I thought, I'm gonna go to the horse show. To what end? What's the point gonna be? You know, like the classes are done, but my barn friends were still there. So I went, and pretty quickly became a thing. I got there and I saw Matt, like he was pulling up in the golf cart, and he was like, I'm looking for the girls. And I was like, oh, they're in the indoor. He was like, would you take the golf cart and go get them? So I did. I went and I got them, and we all drove back to the barn so that they could take their stuff out of the room and he could lock up. But instead of riding in the golf cart like normal people, I was driving, and then one person was next to me, one person was next to, like 4 people were in the front seat of a golf cart, and it was just crammed and awkward, and it was just kind of funny because I steered the steering wheel, but somebody else was doing the gas pedal, and it was just I did the brakes. I did the brakes, but the rest of the time the gas was handled by, I'm not sure, one of them was doing the gas. And it was just silly and fun, and so after we took care of that, I threw the drone in the car because the clouds were amazing. Then they ended up following me and driving around in the golf cart and just kind of nagging me as I was flying the drone. But that's fine, like that's the kind of like special funness of it all. It was, I don't know, we did a whole lot of laughing and making fun of each other. Then we sat in the stands and we watched some jumping, and we watched the costume class, which was pretty entertaining. But for some reason, Alex and I got really, really silly, and it was 2 things. And you know when you just get dopey silly and you can't really put words to why? That's what that's what happened tonight. The first thing was like we sat in like some sponsored seating section, but the name of the barn that was sponsored was like Arrih. It was like A-R-R-I-H. We're like, Arrih? And we're like, oh, what barn do you ride for? Oh, Arrih. And then it got weirder and weirder, and you'd be like, Arrih, and like we were just making dumb sounds, and it was the funniest flippin' thing. So that happened. And then directly across the arena from us, there was a woman just sitting there in a riding helmet. Like she was sitting in the stands in a helmet, and Alex was like, she's been sitting there like that for a couple hours. And I was like, maybe she's not allowed to take it off. And it just got funny. And then Alex followed her on Instagram, so we looked up her Instagram, and in every single picture, she's wearing a helmet, even when she's off the horse. And like, so it just became this like, yeah. I spent a lot of time zooming in and making these super fuzzy pictures of this woman in a helmet and just sending it to Alex, who was sitting next to me. It's just funny, and oh my god, I laughed so hard, so much. Alex is kind of on my way home, not totally on my way home. Like her exit is on my way home, but then there's a whole lot of driving around to get her home. But I had agreed to drive her home tonight, so I did, and we stopped at In-N-Out and just, I don't know, listened to Beyonce and laughed, and yeah, it was funny. Like I just laughed a lot tonight, and I'm really, really happy. I had a really good time. Like I feel full and I feel happy, and I mean I literally feel full because I went to In-N-Out and had a cheeseburger and a vanilla shake, which I haven't had in years. Yeah, it still tastes the same. Like it's good. I just don't eat fast food, but it felt like a very appropriate. She was like, let's go to In-N-Out. And I was like, all right. So we did. You know, I'm going home to my studio apartment where I live alone, and I don't feel lonely. I have my own place, but I have a group of people that I have a good time hanging out with, and I'm so glad that the barn is in my life, and all the people there have just made my recovery from this awful breakup so much better. I guess on that, I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll catch up with you later. I didn't really do any work moving today, getting other stuff over to the house, but nobody really cares but me. I will see you later, or I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome evening.